Hi, Aquarius. This is part 2 of your November astrology. I had just finished the 5th house, and we were talking a lot about coming into, allowing your true self to enjoy and play. Find your creative expression. Find what you enjoy in life, and help that with your inner emotional security and your self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, confidence. The 6th house is actually a big part of helping that. Now, this is Cancer for you. The North Node is here still. And the 6th house is how we deal with our daily routines. It is our daily diet, our daily health care, but it's also our work. It's our daily routines. It's the mundane tasks that we tend to overlook. We don't think too much about it, but it's one of the most important things about who and what we are and where our life goes and how our manifestation grows. Now, the North Node being in Cancer means you're very nested. First off, you're very nested because it's Cancer in your routines, and you really don't like your routines to shift. Even though you're an Aquarius, your routines may be little funky quirks of nitpicking about this or that, and those are the things that make you comfortable. And that's not necessarily nothing wrong with that. We all have our little anal retentive ways. But the 6th house for you, with the North Node being here, is asking you, first off, I always say in the 6th house with our daily routines and our mundane tasks, there are people, places, and things in these routines. And these people, places, and things carry energy. And this is what we consume, just like eating a diet. This is what we consume on a daily, everyday basis. These people, places, and things. So are their energy good for you in the daily routine or not? Is it healthy routine or not? Okay? North Node has been trying to tell you all year about these routines and what you have to learn in order to successfully move forward. So there's something about the routines that you need to acknowledge that is definitely healthy or definitely is not. And it could very much have to do with the people, places, and things, the energy that you consume from them in that routine, and are they bringing you healthy vibrational manifestation or not? That is a big key about helping you to understand as you move forward. Now, the 7th house, because like I said, if you've got the wrong people, places, and things in those daily routines, you're consuming lower vibrations, a lot of negativity. I mean, it's harder to have a more positive outlook, and the positive manifestation bringing to you if you feel like you're in a swamp of negativity. This is what I'm trying to get to, your daily routines. What part of them support you and who you want to be and how you feel about yourself and your confidence, and where do they not? This is important for you to acknowledge. The 7th house is our relationship house. You don't have anything here. So you don't have anything going for you or against you. This is your relationship house, your partner house. It is your business contracts. It is your relationships you have with your children, your loved ones, your parents, your working environment. You don't have anything specifically here because there's nothing in Leo at the moment going for it or against it. Now, in the 8th house, so nothing's supporting or hurting. The 8th house for you is Virgo. Now, there's not anything here other than Regulus recently moved into Virgo and it's gotten itself settled in now. And Virgo's energy is taking a shift. It's not going to be the way it's always been. Virgo is a little anal retentive. It's the troubleshooter. It's the organizer. It's health and diet. it's, let me reorganize, let me pick it apart. I can finger point, that's the whole reason this isn't working out well. Let me shift it. That's what we're used to from Virgo. And for you, this is the rules in the relationships. This is the joint finances, the joint resources, the joint efforts, the rules to the relationship. But see, Regulus brought the lion heart into Virgo. So now all of this anal retentiveness, all of this organization, all of this picking apart, all of this health and diet, and the way that Virgo runs has just shifted from, she's also been known as for being in service. She's the virgin. She can't do it the wrong way. She does, you know how people do A, B, C? They do part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. And some people learn how to quickly go from A to D or 1 to 4 and kind of skip 2 and 3. You know what I'm saying? Virgo's not capable of that. She's the virgin. She must do it just right. But now it all of a sudden has a seriously big, courageous, soulful heartbeat. And if the whole energy doesn't support the heart and soul of what you're organizing, what you're prepping, what you're figuring out, the health and the diet of the situation, within the relationships and their rules, if the heart and soul isn't there to organize it like so, to backbone it with, the lion's heart, then it's just not going to work anymore. It's not going to work the way it's always worked before, because the heart and soul just shifted, is what I'm trying to say. So the rules of the relationship, the rules, walls, boundaries, joint resources, joint finances, all of that within these relationships have taken a new level of, let me take a good view on if this is good for my heart and soul, if this is good for my soulfulness. And if they aren't, the whole relationship's going to go out the door. I mean, I'm just throwing that out at you. And that's not going to change. You're going to be looking at relationships from a whole new view from now on, as Virgo gets stronger with Regulus there. Because I don't think it's going to move in our lifetime. Okay, so that's just taking a brand new energy of how it's going to mature and grow within the rules of the relationship, to if there is a relationship. Now, in your 9th house, this is Libra. This is your philosophy. This is your religion. This is your ethics, your morals, your higher learning, your higher education, your wisdom, your psychic energy, your higher mind, higher self. It's also where you do your psychic energy and like your journeying and your rituals, so to speak. Libra is all about wanting to have balance and justice. This is where you're out of balance with your soulfulness. And I say it that way because you have on the 4th, Ura moved in. So this is saying, where have you not put the sacrifice and commitment into your soulfulness, into yourself? Because Ura is sacrifice and commitment inside of the justice that's trying to be created by finding harmony and balance in Libra. Speaking to your ethics, your morals, your higher learning, your higher education, your religion, your philosophy, your psychic energy, your higher self. Haumea is there also speaking to you about your very collective consciousness, what you are ready to be right with and what you're not, and acknowledging what you are ready and what you're not ready for. And then it's also here with Make, which is the level of the lotus flower. This is saying, where are you ready to rise in that spirituality? Commit to yourself and your higher self and your soulfulness about doing what's best for you. Trusting your intuition, trusting your psychic abilities, trusting your vision, your higher mind, your higher self. and the true depths of your ethics and your morals. Trusting your wisdom. Because make is the lotus flower, asking you, where have you not been able to see the light from the darkness? Because the lotus flower grows in a swamp. So where do you feel like you're in a swamp? Soulfully, spiritually, psychically. Where are you starting to, come up out of that swamp, and now you're kind of like where the water meets the air, the frothy meadowland, where you can see above and below, but you're not really fully invested in either. You're in that middle land. Or are you trying to stretch up to the sun and bloom? Your collective consciousness is making you see where you are on this level of the lotus flower, of your psychic energy, your higher self, your philosophy, your learning. And what are you going to have to do for sacrifice and commitment to yourself to get more right with your oneness, yourself, and just the way you view and see everything? You're going to be acknowledging that all month. Now, when you get into the 10th house, this is where the new moon is taking place. And this is going to have a lot to do with what that 9th house is teaching you. Because you have the new moon taking place on the 26th. The sun is in Scorpio until the 22nd. Mars moves in on the 19th. Mercury is in retrograde up until the 20th. And this is your honor, your reputation, your prestige, your responsibilities, your duty that help create your social foundation, bringing it all the way back to your financial situation. This is also your career area, your career zone. But it's also political, like the political arena. Now, this is where the new moon is taking place. So all of this is coming into a new level of rising yourself, building that honor, that reputation that you want to build, building that prestige on an outer level of showing the world who you are, showing the world, here's my light, and it's time you see it. And are you doing that? Because like I said, the sun's been illuminating where you have or haven't been doing it, well or not, all month until it moves out on the 22nd. The Mercury is in retrograde, talking to yourself about getting right with yourself so that you can step into that power outwardly for the world to see your true self, self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, brought to light, bringing you your honor, your prestige, your reputation, helping bring financial career to a new heightened level if you've been doing all of this homework. And Mars coming in on the 19th, just before the sun moves out, Mercury coming out of retrograde on the 20th, the sun moves out on the 22nd, and you have the new moon on the 26th. Yeah, this is a time of preparation to start to rebuild the foundation of yourself outwardly in the career zone, in the community, in your honor, your reputation, but it is your responsibility to do this. And if you're holding on to that inflexibility, stubborn, blame, inflexible, stubborn blame, then it's going to keep you from getting right with self to do this. And you're coming into a new moon, a second new moon in Scorpio. This is meant for you to rise. But there's a karmic lesson about getting right with self in order to bring this forward, bringing you to your dreams, your goals, by realizing them on a new level. Now, as you go into Sagittarius, this is your 11th house. Jupiter only has 1 month in your higher self to help you understand what it's been trying to tell you all year about your community, about your larger groups, about your friends, the memberships that are part of your life, or you are part of the membership. Are these memberships, these partnerships, friends, the community, do they support the hopes, the dreams, the wishes that you are trying to bring to your life, manifest? Because if they don't, it takes us back to that 6th house of, the daily mundane tasks and the energy, the people, places, and the things that we consume of energy. Are these people, these communities, these groups, these friends supporting the true self-realization, helping you stand in your power, your responsibility, your duty, to believe in yourself, bring honor and reputation to that new height, setting a new foundation for the direction you're trying to go? But it all comes down to the group, the commitment you have to yourself versus, are these friends, communities, large groups supporting those wishes, dreams, goals, ambitions? If not, this is telling you right off the bat what has to change. Jupiter is bringing abundant knowledge to you about this, but you also have Ceres here until the 16th or 17th, trying to help you see where you've nurtured the right groups and where you've neglected the wrong ones, and help you to understand where these shifts need to take place before Ceres moves out and before Jupiter moves out next month, because that's when things are really going to take their change as you move into next month. This is prepping for the next 20 years by acknowledging what you're doing now. You also have Venus coming in the beginning of the month, and she's going to shoot right through here with these, like I said, with these groups, these friends, these memberships, and let you know where she's very comfortable with the sensitivity and where she's really not. She's definitely going to be picking at it and making you see the true realization of what's going on and how that supports you or doesn't. Now, your 12th house happens to be Capricorn. Your 12th house is definitely about, it's meant for healing, the 12th house is. But Ceres moves into the 12th house, which is threefold, karma, and it speaks to you about what you nurture or what you neglect. Okay, and you've got Saturn here, and you have Pluto here. Pluto is all about death, decay, and destruction for renewal, rebirth, and regeneration. Saturn is asking you to figure out what the rules need to be to bring the healing forward, to let go of grief, sorrow, shame, blame, embarrassment, to be able to believe in the very person you already know you are, but in the back of your mind is still subconscious because you won't let it come forward. Be able to heal the hidden self. Be able to heal the self-deception that's caused the hidden self. This is where self-sacrifice has caused self-sacrifice has caused cost. That's what they basically just put in my mouth. The self-sacrifice has cost you self-undoing. Grief, sorrow, shame, blame. Reevaluating your own rules, your own walls, your own boundaries. Regenerating you so that you can let go of the past and rebirth like a phoenix. But you have Chiron moving in, not Chiron, you have Ceres moving in, showing you what parts of the neglecting or nurturing you are giving or are not giving the healing of these that you need. And then you're going to have Venus move in at the end of the month, right before Jupiter brings abundance to it. So, sweeties, I'm warning you. I'm warning you, get on the right side of you. before Jupiter comes in. Because if you're on the right side of you, Jupiter can bring so much massive healing and direction into everything that you're changing in life. But if you're not, this can be definitely self-destruction energy. So this is about definitely, you know, facing yourself and bringing healing to what needs to happen prior to Jupiter moving in next month. Listen to what you know deep inside you've nurtured, and acknowledge what has been neglected, because the neglecting, if it continues, will only bring you more harm. I love you guys. Bye.